The clock upon the kitchen wall said that it was 3:34 in the morning. Dinky yawned once more, whining a bit as she did so, and headed for the fridge, with Sukari walking right beside her. Reaching the fridge, Dinky pulled the door open and began to look around. There was a half of a sweet potato pie still left in the fridge. Drool flooded Dinky's mouth. Sweet potatoes, her favorite food, and she knew that Sukari liked them too. She grabbed the pie and the crockery full of milk in her telekinesis, and turned around, closed the refrigerator door with her telekinesis, and then made her way to the table. She placed the pie and the crockery upon the table, went to the silverware drawer, fetched a butter knife along with 2 spoons, and then fetched 2 small plates out of a dish hutch. Holding everything above her head in a telekinetic field, Dinky returned back to the table, Sukari never once leaving her side. With a bit of effort, Dinky helped Sukari climb up upon the chair, and then Dinky sat down beside her sister. Using the butter knife, she cut the half of the sweet potato pie in half, licked her lips, sucked up a little bit of drool that almost escaped, and popped half of the remaining pie upon a plate. She slid the plate to Sukari and popped out the other half of the plate for herself. "I forgot the glasses." "No, hang on, don't get up," Dinky said as her horn glowed with fierce intensity. Some distance away, the cupboard opened, and Dinky got out 2 old jelly jars that every pony liked to use for drinking. One had a strawberry etched on the side, the other had a jalapeno. "Which one do you want?" "Red berry," Sukari replied. Nodding, Dinky set down the strawberry jar in front of Sukari and the jalapeno jar in front of herself. She lifted the heavy crockery and poured some milk into each jar. She looked at Sukari. "There, now we can pig out on some pie." "Oink?" "Yes, oink." Sukari lifted her jam jar between her front hooves, took a long drink, staining her upper lip white, and then set her jar down, ignoring her silverware. She lowered her head and began gobbling down her pie. After having a look around, Dinky did the same, jamming her muzzle down into her food and savaging the enormous wedge of pie. With a mouthful of pie, Dinky oinked, making snorting sounds as she chewed. Yes. Looking from her plate, Sukari looked confused for a moment, then oinked herself. Mimicking the sound that Dinky had made, she chewed her food a bit longer and swallowed. Much to Dinky's surprise, Sukari smiled. It wasn't something she saw very often. There was a soft snuffling sound, then a raspy sound. Then Dinky realized that Sukari was laughing. It was a soft sound with almost no volume. Sitting in stunned awe, Dinky listened to Sukari laughing, knowing that Sukari seldom laughed. The foal was too timid about making sounds, and it was rare for her to make unnecessary noise. "Oink!" Dinky said, making a few more piggy snorts, and she stuffed her face down into her pie. Dinky heard another snort from Sukari in reply. "I hear piggies in my kitchen," Berry Punch said as she came around the corner into the kitchen, a smile upon her face. She paused, almost laughing, and then a disappointed, almost pouty expression crept over her face. "You little piggies ate all the pie."